Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Ghost Stories and Folklore. Tonight we are talking about Frank Lloyd Wright's Fallingwater. In April of 1936, construction began on Fallingwater in Bear Run Creek area of southwest Pennsylvania. The home was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright for Edgar and Lillian Kauffman, the owners of Kauffman's department store in Pittsburg. Although Fallingwater was the crown achievement of Frank Lloyd Wright and has received worldwide recognition for the design and engineering achievement of building a home over top of a rushing waterfall, there are many darker things that are associated with the project and with the grounds itself. From the arguments between Wright and Kauffman during the construction, to cost overruns and engineering faults that have jeopardized the structure and left a looming worry that the building could one day collapse over the falls and into the river. This project has many dark secrets that most of the world were not aware about. What would people say about Frank Lloyd Wright's award-winning design if they knew that Mrs. Kauffman could not stand the home in the hot, humid summer months, since the moisture and humidity from the falls running through the house would create condensation on the walls and would sometimes be hard to breathe in the warm summer nights? She would sometimes have to sneak out to the guest house to get a restful sleep. Or if everyone knew that Wright almost walked away from the project several times, since Edgar was so concerned about the engineering design that he had another set of engineers review the construction plans in order to make certain that the cantilever terraces would be structurally sound. In fact, extra steel support beams were added without Wright even knowing about it. Although Fallingwater served as a quiet retreat for the Kauffmans, a place where they could get away from the busy lives and spend time with nature to relax and recharge, there was one occasion where unexpected guests were at their retreat. Since Fallingwater was not their full-time residence, they had a butler at the house to look after the property and make sure it was in instant move-in condition at a moment's notice. One winter night in the 1940s, the Kauffmans arrived by surprise to find strangers in their vacation home. It turns out that their enterprising butler, who had the run of the house during the colder months, had set up a brothel for the businessmen from Pittsburg, and it was running at full capacity. There is also the report of a spirit on the grounds, the one that is said to haunt Fallingwater's master bedroom. She is allegedly a woman in white nightgown, staring out the window at the waterfalls. She never speaks. She just looks out looming and sad. A night watchman, who has since been replaced, is supposed to have seen her while making his rounds. Is it Lillian Kauffman, who died of a broken heart and an accidental drug overdose? There is no other worldly evidence for the watchman's story. but a real basis for this tale. The weekend of Lillian's death was a rarity that all three Kauffmans were at Fallingwater together. Since Edgar Sr. started an affair with his nurse, the couple had been living apart for some time. Lillian was dealing with Edgar's affairs for years, yet this time he had fallen in love with the other woman. Was this weekend meant for the discussion of the couple's breaking up for good legally? Although Lillian's death was ruled an accidental suicide, did Lillian get so upset that she just could not take it anymore? Nobody really knows. To complicate the story even further, when they found Lillian's somewhat lifeless body, Edgar Sr. did not contact the local medical help. Yet he put her in a car and drove her 2.5 hours to the Mercy Hospital in Pittsburg. He jeopardized any means of trying to revive her, just because he did not trust the local medical support. After Edgar Sr. died 3 years after Lillian, Edgar Jr. had a crypt built on the property of Fallingwater for his parents. He also had his mother's body relocated to the crypt to be with her beloved in eternal rest. Every year, 140,000 visitors just walk about 100 yards from their bodies and don't even realize that they are there. The reason for this is that the Kauffman's final resting place is not part of the regular tour of the Fallingwater house. So next time you visit this American architectural wonder, keep your eyes open for the final resting place of Mr. and Mrs. Kauffman, and maybe even the spirit of Lillian hanging around the master bedroom. If you like this episode of Ghost Stories and Folklore, be sure to hit the like button. And if you would like more videos from Panady videos in the future, make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell for notifications. If you dare.